to all my guys, girls, gays, days, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I'm your host with the most, the shaman and ShElite, the hers woman podcasting, Miss Kitty Kinsey, baby. Today I'm solo dolo. Savannah had a meeting after work. She was not going to make it. I said, all good, girly, no problem. Next week, Wednesday night after Dynamite, just so you're all aware, I'm saying it now, and I will be saying it again. Next week is Wednesday night. But first, thank you all for watching live, whether that be on twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. You go there, a little bit of monies, you subscribe, you do the things. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a free gaming sub, you can use it on us, you girls. I briefly ranted about this in the very short pre-show. If you have a Twitch account, this is for everybody, whether you stream or not, go to your settings, go to security and privacy. Turn off the generative AI thing. Because no. Don't let Twitch be taking that. No. They don't deserve it. Pew, 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 pew. Hi, Vince. Yeah, don't let Twitch be taking your stuff they give to AI. No. So turn that shit off. Okay? Okay. I turn it off for this Twitch and my personal Twitch that I use to watch other streamers that are not wrestling related. They're just gamers because fuck yeah. If you don't want to do anything on Twitch, totally Joe. Perfectly fine. You can go to youtube.com/ShElite Showcase. It is free to like, to subscribe, to comment, to do all the things. No monies. Cero dinero. It's easy. I'd say click the bell. The bell on YouTube should work. The bells on Twitch should also work. Notifications don't like working for people for whatever reason. I don't know how to help you guys here. Yeah, go subscribe. Please. ShElite hits 5 years in how many weeks? Hold on. Let me quick. 1, 2, 3. In 4 weeks' time, we will be hitting 5 years as a podcast. Crazy. I hit 6 years as podcasting on Monday. That was Monday. That was Monday. I was like, I don't know what day of the week anything is anymore. My YouTube bell rung today. See, be like Vince. Turn on the bell. 5 time. Speaking of the 5, I did this. Let me tell you about how I met John Cena. First of all, it took me so goddamn long to find a parking spot. I circled the parking lot fucking 10 times. I was determined to get a spot in a specific location that was in the garage, as in, like, I didn't want my car to burn in the heat. It wasn't that hot that day, but whatever. This was on Saturday. I met John on Saturday. But first, before I met John Cena, because his stuff was later in the day, I met Lita. She liked my hair. She knew I was a Lita girly because I had, for those who didn't see, I posted the fit on Instagram and on Twitter. Actually, Instagram wanted to be a hoe and not post the pictures correctly. Because fuck that. I had fishnet, like, long sleeve under the Cena jersey. Y'all know the jersey that I wear for all the things. So she was like, that's for me. I can tell. And I was like, oh my God. Love her. She was super sweet, super kind. One of the nicest people I've ever met. She, like, took her time with everybody. And I love that. So shout out to Lita. She also posted me on her Instagram story that same day. Love her. So kind. Let's talk about John. I waited in that heat. I brought a fan with me. I was prepared. Standing outside. I did get there, like, earlier for the lineup for the photo ops because I knew that line was going to be long as fuck and I wanted to be, like, closer to the front so that I can go back to the convention center after and be somewhat cool. I wait in line for about, like, half hour. We go in. I take my glasses off because we don't want no glares that I have with all of this shit. I learned my lesson with, who was I getting a picture with? No, with Rhea, there's a little bit of a glare, but that didn't matter. I took them off for Adam. I think it might have been, like, when I met Matthew Lillard a few years ago. there was a glare, so I had to redo it. Was because I had to redo it because I have both of the pictures. But went in line. I'm so for real. I'm gonna be so vulnerable. I was teared up. To like here I was. Here is the curtain, and John is on the other side of this curtain. I got to here, and I was just like, I felt the tears welling up, and I was like, not now, bitch. Keep it together. And I did, honestly, keep it together, and I'm very proud of myself. It's one of the things where, like, it hit me, and it might have just been adrenaline in my fucking soul. Cody Rhodes over here. I did not, like, cry like I did with Adam and Rhea. Bitch, I'm stopping. Because it's crazy. Got the photo up. I did ask for a hug. Quick hug. Great hugs. Cena, good hugs. Shout out. He shook everyone's hand before the picture. Precious man. I wait a little bit more time. Do a little bit of shopping. Picture time. Like, autograph, I should say. Get there. Wait in line. It's cruising. Because they're like, you get in, you get out, fucking bye. He remembered who I was. He remembered that me from earlier. Flex. Loved my chain. The chain gang chain. Also, so did some other people. They were like, oh, look at this. She's got this chain. And I was like, yeah. They're like, does it spin? I was like, yeah, not really anymore, brother. This is from 2005. Unless you like push the thing up in the back and like attempt to spin it, that's how it does it. But again, he was very kind. Remembered who I was, liked the chain, he appreciated it. And then I walked out, and then I was living my best life. So that's the story how I met John Cena. And Lita in the same day. Because again, Lita was like planned, but not planned. So, but I had a great time. It was fun. Now that is, I have to rearrange all of this, of course, because this new Rhea that I got for my birthday is Mania 40 Rhea. She's blocking my picture with Rhea. But the camera, I can't push this back far enough to do that. What up, Jaylan? What up, dude? Shout out. Man, the myth, the legend. You got all the music in ShElite Showcase. Jaylan on the beat. I don't have room. I want to put the picture in a frame that I have with Cena, but there's no room here because I want it to be seen. Also, little Rhea is barely being seen because this Rhea is blocking. There's too many Rheas. Ironically enough, you can't see it. Can I put my banner away real quick? Hold on. How do I style? Hold on. Can I put this away? You can't really see underneath all this bullshit. There's 2 Rheas, there's a Bianca and a Tony, and there are 3 John Cena Funkos underneath everything. There's no room. But I want all the things to be seen. I'm struggling. It's fine, everything's fine, everything's great. That's why I'm also low-key happy it's just us. Today I just get the gossip. And it's me and the girlies, basically. Me, the girls, the gays, the theys. I don't know what the hell is happening with me today. If you get this version of Katie, congratulations. You get a rare version of her. She's crazy. But now I can finally talk about, maybe you can rotate the Funkos? I don't know. Again, this is what I have screen-wise. I don't want to, I could turn the camera, slightly more. But then, again, it's just, the stacking of them. I don't know. This is on, a small, little side table. I need to take it all down, wipe it the fuck down anyways. Hit that with the little vacuum I got. I need to figure it out. But I have time. There used to be a time where I didn't even have the sign. I didn't have any of these pictures. Little Adam's always been here, of course. My co-host. My OG co-host right there. There he is. Also, you can see my tattoo really well this way. Why don't I ever show it like this? Fucking dumb. But let's talk about news rumors. There isn't a ton, realistically. SmackDown did happen this week. Crazy, I know. It happened on Friday. Tater Tot Tatum Paxley is now on SmackDown. She's like not Lily, but Lily. You know? It's like Alexa Bliss came out. She's still hurt from Jade. Whoosh, Lily doll. Lights go out. I was like, oh shit, who is it? Tatum Paxley's crazy ass, love her to pieces, on top of the post, jumps off. She's now associated with Alexa and Charlotte. Very curious dynamic. Fucking love Tatum. So happy for Tatum. Do not let her lose her spookiness. Talking to you, Michael Hayes. This is your fault. I'm going to blame Michael Hayes. Just because. So, Chelsea Green. Sweet baby angel. I'm sorry. Chelsea Green. I become a different person. It overtakes me. It's crazy. Her first match since winning the title at SummerSlam, right? Tag team match. She did also eat the pin, which is crazy. Because what are we doing? Revealed on Twitter, and I believe Instagram as well, that she has a broken orbital bone. What? What do you mean? You got an interim champion because your champion got hurt. And now your interim champion may also be hurt. What? I mean, she is hurt. Like, she literally said she broke her orbital bone. But, like, can she work through said orbital bone injury? I don't know. I think so. Hopefully. Please. And also, I do like the shirt she was wearing, and I think it's like merch now. It says interim, but then it's crossed out in like pretty pink glitter, and it says permanent above it. That's cute. I like that. Because I agree. I'm with the people. Make her the full-time champion. I understand. She is in my book at this point. If Rhea's going to be out for like 4 to 6 months, which breaks my heart, you have Chelsea be the full-time champ. But now your champ is hurt. The girlies are cursed for whatever reason. I don't know why. And quite literally the only other thing I have is end of NXT. You know, we're in the main event. Cruz Montana. I almost said Cruz Santana. That's not his name. Cruz Montana was taking on Grayson Waller for number 1 contendership for Tony D'Angelo's title. And fucking Zilla Fatu comes out of literally nowhere and beats the shit out of both of them. I'm shocked. He wasn't in a black hoodie. I was also shocked. He was wearing all black because I have a bluish tank top on right now. Most of the time, I'm also wearing all black. So I get it. But yeah, Zilla Fatu showed up and everyone's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Another Fatu. I don't know much about Zilla to give a full opinion. I don't know. Cool. I mean, granted, NXT's main event scene realistically is Tony D'Angelo, Grayson Waller, now Cruz Montana. You have fucking Cam Hendricks, and I don't remember the other guy's name now. Mason Rook. They're like lower, not middle, like mid card. They're like below the main event scene, but above the mid card. So I don't know how that works. But you didn't really have, and Naraku as well, same boat as them because he already faced Tony D and lost. So I don't know. I mean, cool if you're getting another very strong person in there. Fuck it, I'm it. Boost up this main event scene for the men's. The women, shit's on lock. We already know. All the women. Because duh. Also, sidebar, going back to the Tatum thing, Shiloh Hill posted damn near the saddest tweet ever on Twitter. He said, it was like him, it was like a video, and he was like holding like cottage cheese or whatever, and he's like on my way to give it to my best friend, and then there's like a note from Tatum because now Tatum's on SmackDown, and I was like, you're out here really trying to make me fucking sob over a friendship on my soap opera. I was so sad. But it was like, it's one of those friendships that I love, but like Tatum needed to go up, up east. Anyways, today in Women's Wrestling History. Today is August 13th. In 2021, we had the first ever AEW Rampage. Y'all remember fucking Rampage? Guess where it was? You're never going to guess. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Exactly. I was there. Guys, I had a floor seat. Not the best seat, but like I had a floor seat. It was kind of far back. So it was a little hard to see, but like I was there. There's only one women's match. There's only 3 matches on the card, realistically. That's when Christian beat Kenny. There's a whole thing. Y'all remember. We had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defeating Red Velvet to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. Of course, you know, Britsburg. It made sense. Also, found out earlier this week, Dynamite's coming back. So I hit up my girl Brooke, and I sent her some eye emojis. I was like, we going again? Because that's the only time I get to see Brooke. Anytime that AEW comes here, I get to see Brooke. And we get a little picture. Last time they were here, there was a bug in my face. Jesus Christ. Last time they were here is when I got to do a front row with Brooke and her sister. So I said, Brooke, let's get tickets together again. I don't know where we'll be. I don't know what the plan is, but we're going to sit together. That's where Cowboy Smooch became a thing. I remember Cowboy Smooch. That's a title. And a thumbnail. Go look it up. But yeah, I just had to throw that in there because it's burn. Speaking of, the first Steelers preseason game starts very soon. So after this, I will be putting that on. I'm going to try and watch as much Steelers football as I can this year. I'm going to try. I'm going to be so for real. I'm going to try. But rest of the week, it actually was my turn to go first. That's kind of worse. My tag team, Sol Ruka and her mystery partner, Io Sky. Did I think there were to be a call-up of some sorts? Yes, I did. When they were like, mystery partner. But then realistically, makes the most sense to be Io. She's got so much beef with Judgment Day. I feel like a fool for not thinking of it. But that's a fun dynamic. So Ruka, Io, it's great. I feel bad for the people who listen to this and don't watch. My bad. Do both. But I liked the team. I liked the team. Beat Judgment Day. Clean ass Soul Snatcher, of course, every time. We love to see it. We really do. My famale is Stat Daddy, Chris Statlander. Now she gets a chance to go after the TBS title again. Do I really like that? Not really. But I'll take it. Stat Daddy's going after a title again. She did beat Viva Van in spectacular fashion, and then helped wean off Sheeta and Persephone from Maya World and Thunder Rosa. I was like, who was the other person? Because now we're getting a fatal 4-way match. I think they said next week. Persephone, Sheeta, Stat Daddy, and I would assume Thunder Rosa is in that match. I would assume so, because she was in the tag. I don't know. But Stat Daddy's my famale, my womanses of the week. My male, my mans of the week, Penta. Cero miedo, baby. Had hell of a match. I feel like I have to sneeze. Jesus. Had a hell of a match against... Is that La Parca? Now I don't remember. It had to have been La Parca. I'm quickly looking it up as I also talk. Because there is a tournament happening for AAA, and one of them gets to, so it's a tournament basically of the Luchadores, and it's happening on Raw, and I think literally just Raw. I don't think SmackDown, which is kind of fucked up, but also kind of funny at the same time. Oh my god, where is it? But we're doing a series of matches to figure out who is going to face Roman Reigns for the Undisputed title in Mexico City for the first time. I think they said in like 15 years. I was wrong. It wasn't La Parka. La Parka's in the match next week. And La Parka's in a match in NXT. That's also probably why I got confused, because he's in like multiple matches soon. It was Laredo Kid. I'm so silly. My bad. But here's the tournament. Penta defeated Laredo Kid. We know that. Also, shout out to Laredo Kid. Very good. It was a fun-ass match. Watching luchadors, like Lucha Libre, very entertaining. We have Psycho Clown taking on La Parka, Dragon Lee taking on El Hijo with Dr. Wagner Jr., and then Rey Phoenix taking on El Fiscal, who I do not know. I've never seen wrestle, so I'm very curious about that match. But yes, all of them are in a tournament to face Roman Reigns when Raw goes to Mexico City. So, shout out to Penta, shout out to Laredo Kid, my bad. Also, shout out to La Parka, who's getting, hella matches across the board. Match against Psycho Clown for this tournament. He's in a fatal 4-way on NXT next week to take on, I think, to get a number one contender for Rey Phoenix's title. So, shout out to La Parka. Okay, I've done a lot of talking. Let's do the question of the week. And I did have this, pre-planned. I don't have many options, but we've done something similar to this before. Dream matches. Everyone has a dream match. This time, I wanted it to be, specifically, they have to be listed as inactive, or they have not wrestled in, we'll say, over a year. They have not wrestled in over a year versus, an active wrestler. Currently wrestling, every week, basically. And we can do intergender, because of course we can, because it's ShElite Showcase, and we love intergender wrestling, and it's great. And it's so fun. The first one I immediately thought of, because everyone has said it, and everyone wants it. How cool would it be if we got, Eddie Guerrero in his prime taking on Dirty Dom? Hello? That'd be so fun. Fuck around and get a mixed tag. Eddie and China versus Dom and, I guess, Liv now, since that's his girlfriend, but it would be cooler if we got Rhea. I think that'd be fun. Speaking of Rhea Ripley taking on Victoria in her prime. Give me that, inject that shit into my veins. That would be so fun. But, no, because they hate me, and now Rhea's hurt, and they won't pick Victoria in the Hall of Fame, and it's a whole mess. It's terrible. The other one I did have written down. It was Triple Threat. It, works but doesn't work, because I cheated, kind of. I'd have to see, exactly when. Yeah, no, I definitely cheated, and that's fine. These are all currently inactive wrestlers, but one of them should be wrestling if Kyle Fletcher didn't fucking hurt him. Adam Cole, of course. I thought it'd be so fun if we can get an AJ Styles, an Adam Cole Bebe, and an HBK in his prime face off. You know how fun that would be? You know how crazy that would be? It'd be so much fun. But then I was like, okay, who else could we realistically do? I kind of want Samoa Joe to fight somebody, but who could Samoa Joe go against? Who's not wrestling right now? I also realistically put anyone against Brian, because the All-American Hammer, Jack and Jake Long, Brian Danielson, isn't wrestling right now. And he hasn't wrestled in a year, I don't believe. He hurt his neck again. Protecting the neck. Protect your neck. Who could Samoa Joe go against? Who's a wrestler? The Billy Eichner interview. Name a woman. Because that's how I feel with name a wrestler. There's too many. Speaking of, where the fuck is Samoa Joe? Why is he not wrestling right now? There's no way are they still filming Twisted Metal Season 3? Because he came back. I don't like it. Don't do that. Don't be a very nice dad. Okay, maybe just grab some mojo. Maybe let me think of the wrestlers who like aren't wrestling right now and go from there. Ooh, okay, like prime time Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who would be a fun person for him to wrestle? Like, I feel like I say Seth every fucking time for an answer, and I don't want to say Seth. Also, we can make it a fatal 4-way. I'm gonna put Seth in there. There we go. Now I'm not cheating. So now HBK versus Adam Cole versus AJ Styles versus Rollins. Now I'm not cheating because Rollins is active. I think like ooh, okay. Hold on. I'm cooking. I think it'd be really fun if there was like a Sky Blue. We love Sky Blue. Feisty Sky Blue taking on like women. Actually, no, not even women. She would be a great intergender match. Who could she wrestle? Imagine. Okay, hear me out. Again, imagine Sky Blue taking on a prime time Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is that crazy? Or did I cook? It's probably crazy. I don't know. Again, I only had like a few of these written down. And there's a little gnat in here, and it is bothering me. It almost hit me in the face earlier. Clearly, I freaked out. And I don't know where it is. Now I'm freaking out even more. I think that could be a fun one. Realistically, I would want like Rhea to face everybody because duh. Or like, ooh, even if we got like a China versus Jade, you know, China versus Jade versus Stat Daddy. Ooh, that could be fun. That'd be a good one. Who else? I also like that I'm picking wrestlers who are dead, except Stone Cold. Everyone else, actually, that's a lie. The only one who is dead is Eddie and China. That's crazy. How did I end up in this conversation with myself? It's another wrestler. What about like a tag team? There are tag teams. No, I was gonna say, but like any of the ones from like the TLC matches, but all of them still fucking wrestle basically, which is crazy. Because you could do like New Day versus Edge and Christian, but Edge and Christian are still wrestling. What about like New Day versus what's a tag team? Who are a tag team that don't wrestle? Tag team wrestling's hard. There's a lot of tag teams. New Day versus Heart Foundation. Okay. Biggie versus, because Biggie doesn't wrestle anymore. Like a Biggie versus like Tony D'Angelo, I think it'd be a fun matchup. You know, just something fun. We could do I need all my spooky girls in a match. But how do I go about that? You do like a Tatum. Ooh, Tatum versus Victoria would also be really fun. Crazy versus crazy? Come on now. I think that would be really fun. Oh, you know, it would have been really cool. Just based off like the tomboy aesthetic and everything. But like making it cute. Sol Ruka versus Ashley Massaro. I think that matchup would have gone crazy. Damn, that would have been a good one. I'm pretty proud of that, actually. I don't know how I pulled that one off. Who do I have over here? Theatrics. Toni Storm. Who, where the fuck has she been? I hope she's okay. We haven't seen her in a very, very long time. Toni versus... Please stop moving, thank you. Who's like a theatrical wrestler, though, because it has to be theatrics. Fuck. I cannot think of a single wrestler now. Again, name a woman. Any woman at all. Nothing. Tony Storm can just ref all of the matches, probably. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because my brain is fried and I came up with all I could. I did my best. Thank you all so much for being here, hanging out with me. Appreciate you. I know it was a quick one, little speed round, little solo Dolo speed round. And actually, that's the name of the title. I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Solo Dolo speed round. Look at me go, thinking of titles on the spot. Appreciate you all. Like I said in the beginning, next week we are going after Dynamite on Wednesday because the girl's busy on Thursday. Gotta go support my friends and their endeavors. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter, KatieFastlin13, the link tree in my bio to get everything ShElite Showcase. That is twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase and youtube.com/ShElite Showcase. Again, it's typically Thursdays, whatever time, but next week, Wednesday night after Dynamite. We've done a lot of those this year, more than I realistically would like. But again, endeavors, and there will be more in the future. Because, like, I know New Year's Eve is like a Thursday. I was looking at a calendar earlier. I know New Year's Eve is on a Thursday, so, like, we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, look for me on Getting Off on Saturday. We're covering Iceland Kills, the Silver Scream album. I'm so excited. I wrote that on my notes already. I listened to the whole album. I had a great time. I watched all the music videos. So you can hear my thoughts on that on Saturday. And, yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Till next time. Bye-bye.